everyone, welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're all about getting into those fascinating topics that everyone wants to know more about, really getting to the heart of them. And today we're diving into something pretty amazing, something that's shaking things up in the art world and maybe even changing what you see when you walk down the street. AI art.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing, right? I
Yeah.
mean, think about it. That vibrant mural you see on a building, that raw energy, spray paint, the artist's hand moving. What if algorithms could create those designs?
Whoa.
Almost like invisible hands shaping the art in our cities.
Mhm.
It makes you think about creativity, where it comes from, who gets to be a part of it.
You're right, it really does. And in this deep dive, we're going to break it all down for you. We have been looking at some really cool material, including this article, AI Art, the digital brushstroke revolutionizing street art. And we want to understand how this digital world is impacting something so physical, so real as street art. We're going to explore where AI art came from, meet some of the people who made it happen, see how it's blurring the lines between the digital and the real, and we'll tackle those tough questions about who's the real artist when algorithms get involved. And by the end, you'll have some ideas about how you can get involved in this whole AI art scene.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So when we see a powerful piece of street art, we think about the artist, the tools, the physical effort. But how does code, something abstract, become something we can see and experience as art, especially in the world of street art? How does that work?
The key here, and this is something the article really points out, is that AI art forces us to rethink what creativity even is. It challenges those ideas we've always had about who creates and what's truly original. Think about it. In street art, you could have AI algorithms designing intricate murals that human artists then paint on walls.
Wow.
Or even further out there, you could have robots painting those AI-designed artworks.
Huh.
It's like mixing a digital blueprint with a real physical creation.
It's a whole new world, but this isn't something that just happened overnight, right?
Right.
The article talks about AI art as we know it starting in the mid-2010s. What really kick-started this whole thing? What do you think?
Well, their article mentions 2014, and I think they're right, that was a pivotal year. That's when we saw these things called generative adversarial networks, or GANs. Ian Goodfellow pioneered
Oh,
these.
Jans.
Yeah, and they're brilliant, really. It's like having two AI systems in a creative battle, one creating images, the other judging whether those images are real or fake.
Like a competition.
Exactly. It's this back and forth, this digital debate that makes the AI that's creating images get really good at making realistic and often beautiful images completely from scratch. This was huge because AI could now create completely new images, not just manipulate existing ones.
Oh, wow.
And since then, it's just exploded. Galleries are showing AI art, and it's being sold at auctions for serious money.
It's gone from an idea to something you can see, touch, and even buy. Now, the article mentions Mario Klingman as a key figure in all of this. For someone who might not know his work, why is he so important in the world of AI art?
Well, Mario Klingman has been using neural networks and machine learning to make art for years, way
Right.
before it was popular.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And what's amazing about his work is that it's familiar but also completely unique.
Like you've seen it before, but never quite like this.
Yeah, you might recognize forms, styles, but there's always this something different, something that hints at this non-human intelligence at work. It makes us rethink what art can be, what role AI can play in creating it. It's not just about AI copying human art. It's about finding totally new visual languages that come from this collaboration.
That's so interesting. And it sounds like you don't need to be a computer whiz to experiment with AI art yourself. The article mentions platforms like DeepArt and Runway ML, which are making these tools easier to use.
Right.
How does that change things for someone like me or anyone listening who's curious about creating art with AI?
That's a big deal. These platforms are making AI art tools user-friendly, so anyone can try them out. You don't have to understand complex algorithms to use AI as a creative partner. This opens things up for a whole new generation of artists, people who might not know how to build AI from scratch, but have the artistic vision to use these tools in really interesting ways. It's like when photography was invented suddenly, more people could express themselves visually.
That's a great analogy. But when something big happens in the art world, there are always different opinions. The article talks about the debate surrounding AI art, the argument that it might lack the emotional depth and intention that we associate with human art. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a really important point. Critics say that because AI doesn't have human experiences, it can't really express emotions or have artistic intentions like a human artist. They argue that AI art is just a reflection of the data it's been trained on.
Makes sense. But others, people who support AI art, say that AI offers completely new ways for humans and machines to work together. It's not about AI replacing human creativity, it's about enhancing it, giving artists new tools and perspectives that they might never have thought of on their own. So the intention might shift from being solely in the AI to being a partnership between the human guiding the process and the AI's unique abilities.
It's like a dance between human and machine. And with these new ways of creating come new questions, right?
Right.
The article briefly mentions the ethical and legal issues, especially around intellectual property and authorship. It
Exactly.
feels like we're in uncharted territory here.
We are. It's all new. If an AI creates an image, who owns the copyright?
Hmm.
The programmer who wrote the code, the person who collected the data the AI learned from, or the person who gave the AI the specific instructions to create the image?
It's complicated.
It is. These are big legal questions that are still being debated, and we don't have clear answers yet.
Yeah. And then there's the question of authorship. If AI plays a big role in creating art, can we still say a human artist created it? These ethical and legal considerations are crucial as AI art continues to develop and become more important in the art world.
Okay, so let's say someone is listening and they're intrigued. They want to explore AI art themselves. Where would you suggest they start?
The article offers some practical tips.
Okay.
The first one is to explore AI art platforms. We've mentioned DeepArt, Runway ML, ArtBreeder. What can people expect to find on these platforms?
These platforms are a great place to begin. They have a bunch of tools and user-friendly interfaces that let you upload images, apply different artistic styles using AI, or even create entirely new visuals from text prompts. You can play around, experiment, see what AI can do with visual information without needing to know any coding.
That sounds fun.
It is. The second tip is to learn the basics of machine learning. Now, for someone who's not a tech person, that might sound intimidating. How much do you really need to know to appreciate AI art or even create it?
You don't need to become a machine learning expert, but knowing some basic concepts, like what neural networks are and how AI learns from data, can help you understand AI art better.
Hmm.
It's like understanding color theory for painting. It gives you deeper insight into what you're working with.
Okay, I see. The article also suggests following influential AI artists like Mario Klingman, who we've talked about, and Helena Sarin. Why is that helpful?
These artists are at the forefront of AI art, pushing the boundaries and exploring its full potential. By following their work, you can see what's possible, get ideas, and understand the trends in AI art. They're the innovators, shaping the future of this art form.
Cool. The next piece of advice is to get involved with the AI art community, joining online forums and groups. What's the benefit of connecting with other people who are interested in AI art?
Art is all about dialogue and collaboration, right? The AI art community is no different. By joining these online spaces, you can connect with other enthusiasts, share your work, get feedback, learn new techniques, and stay updated on the latest developments.
It's a way to be part of something bigger.
Exactly. You learn from each other.
And the last tip is to experiment, to try new things, even combining traditional art techniques with AI.
Right.
That sounds really exciting creatively.
It is. AI doesn't have to replace traditional art. It can be a part of it, leading to completely new forms of expression. Imagine a street artist using AI to create a super detailed design and then painting it on a wall.
Mm.
Or a painter incorporating textures and patterns generated by AI into their work.
Wow.
There's so much potential when human creativity and AI come together.
Now, the article goes even deeper, suggesting ways to think outside the box. One idea is to actually collaborate with AI, treating it as a creative partner. How does that change things for the artist?
It's a big shift.
Yeah.
The artist isn't just the creator, they're more like a collaborator, a curator, maybe even a conductor. You're not just telling the AI what to do, you're working with it, responding to what it creates, guiding it. It becomes a back and forth process where the AI might surprise you and take the art in new directions you hadn't imagined.
Fascinating. Another idea is to participate in AI art exhibitions. Are we seeing more of those these days?
Definitely. As AI art gains recognition, we're seeing more exhibitions dedicated to it, both online and in physical galleries.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For an artist, participating in these exhibitions is a chance to show their work, connect with a wider audience, and be part of the conversation about AI and art. It helps to legitimize AI art in the broader art world.
Absolutely. Now, the article highlights a specific event that really changed how the art world views AI art. The auction of the AI-generated portrait Edmund de Bellamy at Christie's in 2018. It sold for an incredible $432,500.
I remember that.
Why was that sale so significant?
It was a turning point. It brought AI art into the mainstream. A prestigious auction house like Christie's selling AI art for that much money, much more than expected, showed everyone that AI art wasn't just a fad, it was something serious. It sparked a lot of discussion and debate, but it definitely raised the profile and perceived value of AI as a creative force.
So, to wrap things up, what's the most important thing for our listeners to understand about AI art and its impact, especially on something like street art, which has always been so human-centered?
The key takeaway is that AI art presents both a challenge and an opportunity. It makes us question our ideas about creativity, authorship, and the role of technology in art.
It's disruptive.
Yeah, but in a good way. It's
Mhm.
not about AI replacing human artists. It's about opening up new possibilities for collaboration, innovation, and creating new art forms that we can't even imagine yet.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It really is. It's about embracing this change and exploring its potential.
This has been such an eye-opening deep dive into a field that's constantly changing. It's clear that AI art isn't just a trend, it's something that will continue to influence art in significant ways, even in traditional art forms like street art.
Absolutely.
And as you think about everything we've discussed, consist this. How might AI, as it becomes more integrated into different creative areas like music, writing, design, change how we understand skill, inspiration, and the very purpose of art itself in the future?
Yeah.
It's not just about paintings and murals, it's about how AI will impact all forms of creativity. It's a fascinating question to think about as this technological and artistic revolution continues to unfold.
It is. It's a really exciting time to be involved in art and technology.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.
Keep exploring.